Good morning, and today is Tuesday, March 10th, and we're starting our reading from the Tao on page 42. The Tao produces one, one produces two. The Tao produces one produces two, the two produce the three, and the three produce all things. All things submit to yin and embrace yang. They soften their energy to achieve harmony. People hate to think of themselves as orphan, lowly, and unworthy, yet the kings call themselves by these names. Some lose and yet gain, others gain and yet lose. That which is taught by the people, I also teach. The forceful do not choose their place of death. I regard this as the father of all teachings. All right, that is reading of the Tao for today. And our reading from Living the Course in Miracles on anger. Anger is an unnatural feeling. Considering how often we may feel anger, it's not easy to understand how it can be judged unnatural. Most of us would say it just seems to happen. That's not the case, however. We create it. It does not have a life of its own. But since it causes us such unpleasant feelings, why would we create it? There's only one answer. The ego, which we also created, wants dominion over our lives. It can control how we think and what we do when we assent. When it has us angry, it has us in its power. If we don't want the angst of anger any longer, we do have an alternative. The connection to God can be just as strong as to the ego. We simply have to make the decision to strengthen that tie. We are on the right path currently. We are students of the Course. We are spending time with other students and we are meditating upon these ideas. We will get more accustomed to the natural feeling of love and oneness with others as we commit more time to the idea. There is no hurry. Peace and love will keep waiting for us. I am able to feel love today if I seek the Holy Spirit's help. All right. Here we go. Our reading on anger today. Feeling that I'm well in touch with. Okay. Reading from Believing in Myself. Our reading on self-esteem for today. Starting with a quote from Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Optimism enables a man to hold his head high, to claim the future for himself and not abandon it to his enemy. The optimist and the pessimist find different implications and portents in everything they see. To an optimist, a stubbed toe may be a small price to pay for getting turned around in the right direction. The pessimist may see the same small injury as convincing evidence that all effort is dangerous and futile. There are disadvantages at either extreme, of course. We optimists may not always recognize the real and present dangers. We who are pessimists may well miss out on many come-from-behind victories that could have been ours if we hadn't given up so early in the game. A comfortable balance between the two extremes is what we want to achieve. If our nature or experience tilts us too far in either direction, we need to recognize that and begin to practice a healthier, more balanced viewpoint. Self-esteem hinges on realism, but realism and hopelessness are not the same thing. Viewpoint is critical. I tend to get what I expect. All right, so basically what I'm hearing from this reading is, balanced attitude between pessimism and optimism. Be right there and be realistic. about the situation in front of you. All right, and always ask for the Holy Spirit's guidance in helping you respond. Last but not least, reading from the language of letting go. A quote from Anonymous, and this topic today is living with families. I was 46 years old before I finally admitted to myself and someone else that my grandmother always managed to make me feel guilty, angry, and controlled. We may love and care about our family very much. Family members may love and care about us, but interacting with some members may be a real trigger to our codependency, sometimes to a deep abyss of shame, rage, anger, guilt, and helplessness. It can be difficult to achieve detachment on an emotional level with certain family members. It can be difficult to separate their issues from ours. It can be difficult to own our power. Difficult, but not impossible. First step is awareness and acceptance, simple acknowledgement, without guilt, of our feelings and thoughts. We do not have to blame our family members. We do not have to blame or shame ourselves. Acceptance is a goal. Acceptance is the goal. Acceptance and freedom to choose what we want and need to do to take care of ourselves with that person. We can become free of the patterns of the past. We are recovering. Progress is the goal. Today, higher power, help me be patient with myself as I learn to apply recovery behaviors with family members. Help me strive today for awareness and acceptance. And this is such a great reading for today as I experienced a pull towards old behavior patterns that I resolved to give up the day that I filed for divorce. And so today I get to practice saying no to old behavior patterns. Okay, cheers to that. Here's my magnesium drink. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's March 10th, and if you are just now getting into these readings and recordings, feel free to subscribe to this channel or check out the button on the lower corner to see prior videos, and hope you have a great day. And also, if you're reaching this by podcast, subscribe and share. All right, talk to you all later. Bye now.